everyone, welcome to the channel. So in this episode, I'm actually going to be installing a new coolant tank on the Trailblazer. Whenever I would fill this thing up and try to get up to the line, I would just start seeing coolant coming down on the ground back behind here. I couldn't really see where it was coming from, so not sure what was going on. So I decided, okay, well, let's go ahead and try replacing the tank. Luckily, a buddy of mine, he had a spare tank sitting in his garage and said I could have it. So I figured, okay, that works for me. So I'm gonna go ahead and get this tank off and then we'll swap it over. This shouldn't really take too long. I mean, we have 3 bolts and then you have the bolt that clamps around the part of the AC system here. So all we gotta do is loosen that up, push that over, unbolt these 3 bolts, pull it out, and put in the new one. I am going to be keeping the hose from my old setup because this one was all frayed and so forth. You know, looks like a much bigger hose, so I'm not sure why that is. So anyway, so let's go ahead and get these swapped out and go from there. So I went ahead and loosened this up prior with a set of channel locks. Just got on there, turned it a little bit, because sometimes rubber hoses, when they've been sitting for a while, they just get stuck. So I'm going to clean this up a little bit, get a towel. So we had a little bit of coolant coming out there. Okay. I'm probably gonna go ahead and clean it out underneath that anyways. So 10, 13, 13. Alright, coolant tank is out. So now I'm going to go ahead and clean this up just a little bit. That's because I like things to be relatively clean. So let me take care of that real quick. I'll be right back. So I went ahead and checked this old one and I could not actually find an actual leak on it. And it's kind of interesting how this thing does its job. So let me go ahead and explain that. So here's the new one. I went ahead and cleaned it up. So anyways, you fill your tank up here. And you have some different, I don't know if you can see it in the camera, so different sections of this thing that are kind of baffled off and so forth. So what happens, so you fill it up, and then everything goes down to this larger tank area. Well, this tube is actually connected to that tank. You can see how this line right here goes into that bottom section. So when your vehicle starts overheating a bit and needs to send fluid out, it comes into here, goes down into that reservoir. So I guess once the vehicle cools down and it needs to suck everything back in, they can suck from there and bring it out. So the overflow part, so this thing will fill up. So as it's heating and everything's going here, so here's your cold line, and obviously as it gets hot, it raises, it goes up. Well, the overflow is actually here, near where you're filling. So it goes through and then goes out. My problem was, I was filling this thing up, and then all of a sudden, I would get coolant coming out. So, the question is, if the overflow is actually coming from here, and I don't have a crack, how was I getting coolant to come out? I don't know. So, I mean, I went over this thing and I just wasn't seeing anything. Filled it up with water, but, you know, it's still below that, and nothing. So the only thing I could think of is, we'll go ahead and put the new one in there. See how it does. The nice thing I like about the new one, it's got this little rubber isolator piece right here, so it sits on the wheel well. For some reason, mine was missing. There's a spot for it, but it's not there. So we'll just go ahead and put this one in and kind of see what happens. And yes, I did kind of save off some of my coolant. Why not? It's just coolant. So let's go ahead and start getting this one in, fill her up, and see what happens. That thing is all secure. Let's go ahead and fill her up. And we'll keep an eye out for okay. Make sure we're not leaking anything. See anything coming out? Alright, so we have our coolant tank filled up. I'm going to go ahead and start up, go for a little test drive, get it up to temperature, and then we'll make sure this thing's going up and not down. So, alright, be right back with you guys. Alright, so back from the little drive, the line did go up, which is good, because mine would go down, like I said, because it was leaking out somehow, and not dripping anything. So I'd say this is a success. Other than the fact I'm not sure exactly how the leak was happening. Since, like I said, I filled the other one up with water. Wasn't anything, I don't know, maybe because I wasn't having pressure going through, because this is a bit of a pressure line that goes down into there, but so I don't know. I'll keep the other one around as a spare, as I said earlier, and we'll just see what happens. So, all right. So, hope you guys enjoyed this episode. If you guys did, give it a big thumbs up. If you have any questions or comments, please leave them below. And if it's your first time stopping by the channel, please subscribe. Thank you, and have a great day.
Thank you.